warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang kembali di channel The Music Note. Apa kabar teman-teman semua? Semoga teman-teman selalu dalam keadaan baik-baik saja dan pastinya selalu dalam lindungan Tuhan. Amin. Pada kesempatan video kali ini, lagi-lagi performance Alip Ba Ta dari Kansas yang berjudul Dust in the Wind menarik perhatian dua musisi luar negeri untuk mereaksinya. Dan sepertinya mereka begitu terpesona dengan cover yang Mas Alip Ba Ta bawakan. Oke, bagaimana pendapat mereka? Komentar apa saja yang akan diberikan kepada Mas Alip Ba Ta dan bagaimana juga keseruannya? Tanpa berlama-lama lagi, langsung saja kita saksikan bersama.
Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm going to be listening to some more Alip Ba Ta with his cover of Dust in the Wind. I believe this is just came out not too long ago. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch on over. And here we go with Alip Ba Ta with his cover of Kansas's Dust in the Wind.
Hi folks, I hope you're doing well. Blake here and I'm back with a brand new YouTube video, and this one is a new reaction. So I had to come back to one of our old favourites, Alip Ba Ta. He is an incredible fingerstyle acoustic player. So let's get into it. Here's my reaction to Alip Ba Ta and his fingerstyle arrangement for Dust in the Wind.
Check it out.
Such a beautiful song anyways.
It's just incredibly precise.
Yeah.
I've just got to stop it there and say I'm already blown away. So as well as that original kind of fingerstyle opening that we're used to hearing, which is in the original song, he combines that with the melody from the singing. So he's doing these open chord shapes. You can see him playing a C and then kind of like a suspended C, an A minor and a suspended A sort of shape in the intro, and then changing between some of these kind of quite well-known open chords, and then suddenly brings in quick movements and runs and slides, and that's following the exact kind of vocal line of the singer. So the singer kind of goes, I close my eyes, da 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 da, and that exact kind of vocal line is what's followed, but he manages to do that and keep going the strumming pattern, alternating the kind of picking on the right hand and keeping this dun 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 finger picking thing, which is incredibly impressive. The song in itself, if you're kind of learning guitar, is a challenging one, taking on this sort of Travis finger picking type thing where you're alternating, where your thumb is picking on the strings and then playing your other fingers. But to do that and then add in all what the kind of singer is singing is incredibly impressive, and the way he keeps it all in time and smooth is amazing. Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Some of these shapes are incredible, how quickly he moves between them.
Okay. This man has the ability, since he doesn't sing, he has this ability to where he can keep the music, the riff, the regular guitar riff going, while also adding in the vocal melodies on the guitar. It makes no sense to me that you can keep that, the main, strumming pattern of the song going that's normally on guitar, and then add in the vocals without messing up the guitar part. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sitting there just eyes going back and forth between his two hands, just because I'm fascinated at how he does that, and it's incredible. The song has so much feel to it. You can just feel it. Even if you're not hearing the vocals, the words, you can hear the words because of how much emotion he's putting into it. So good. Don't smoke. But other than that, everything about Alip is amazing. So good. So let's back it up a little bit and let's keep going.
Some of the stretches on those chords there were incredible, and you could notice it was bringing in some sort of dissonant feeling. Like the chords weren't clearly happy or sad, it was this kind of in-between feeling, you know, like they make you feel you're not sure what you feel about them, you're not sure what they mean until you hear the chord that follows. And what I really love about that in the context of this song is the song is quite profound. It's about life, it's about how life is kind of both beautiful and kind of impermanent, right? It's over very quickly, but then it's all these beautiful moments that only last kind of a short period, but then they're gone. But all of those beautiful things together are what life is. So it really feels like he's channeled into the kind of meaning and feeling of the song with how he's moving through the chord changes. It's really beautiful. And what I noticed, as well as doing that kind of alternating picking on his right hand that I mentioned with his thumb, you could see there as well a standard thing that some finger picking players do, where he was bringing his thumb on his kind of left hand, the one that's on the neck, and bringing his thumb down onto the bass E string, so the thick E string on top of the guitar, and that way you can play notes on the top whilst having your other fingers at the bottom. And it just means you can kind of have this light and dark. You can have these dark kind of lower bass notes and the lighter chord. So as an example of this, and this is more of a kind of beginner to intermediate player thing compared to some of the other crazy stuff he's done, but there was one point where he had a D chord, he was playing a D major, and then with his thumb he was over the bass string and holding down the second fret. And so that's a D major slash F sharp, because it's a D major but the lowest note is this F sharp he's holding with his thumb. And it's just things like that, little kind of details that he's added, and these dissonant stretching chords that make this so impressive and ultimately give it the right feeling, because I think this is such a big song for profoundness and depth of kind of feeling of what life's about, that really the way he's kind of transcribed it for this kind of finger picking style is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's the violin part.
Yeah.
Really nice transition back to the finger picking style. I'm really impressed and surprised that he's managed to make the video more impressive as it goes on. So in the original song, if I remember rightly, another singer comes in and they have kind of like battling vocals or kind of like harmony vocals, and it adds extra oomph to this idea, this kind of realization we're dust in the wind. It's kind of getting more intense, the idea and sort of profound nature of the song. And Alip in this is kind of like, he's playing the same fingerstyle pattern in a way, but he's adding a lot more frills, you know, he's adding a lot more filling notes in and kind of a lot more slides and a lot more frenetic playing where he's quickly jumping between parts, and that builds up as the song goes on. And again, that adds amazingly to the feeling of the song, this feeling of like getting more frustrated about being dust in the wind, or maybe becoming more aware of it, the fact that like life is a transient thing to be celebrated, but something that we can't keep hold of. We can't stop the kind of aging process, and everything's going but at a kind of rate where we just have to accept it and let go. And this kind of way of writing the kind of instrumental music, I feel like you can feel that even if you don't have the words, you can feel the feeling of like the tension building up and this realization without even knowing what the words of the song are. It's really impressive, and it kind of shows how the kind of tempo and kind of speed and the sort of how the notes fit together, how that relates to the feeling of the song.
Yeah.
Beautiful harmonic to finish. And then he just takes a smoke.
Let that harmonic go. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So freaking good. So that was Alip Ba Ta with his cover of Kansas's Dust in the Wind. It's fantastic what he does. And that seemed like, I'm going to say the word simple, but not for me, for him. But the fact that that one didn't have any extra percussion on it, he wasn't using his guitar as a drum. It was just pure, beautiful guitar with those vocal melodies played in there like they belong there. It's so good.
I always think this when I watch his videos, but what an unbelievable player. He's covered not only the kind of iconic fingerstyle riff that is played in the song, but he's also brought in the melodies of the singer. He's brought in those kind of little riffs of the violin. He's brought in a lot of those little sort of dissonant bits which kind of make the song very iconic and make it feel like, you know, this important idea of that life is temporary and how can we seize the moment and make the most of it. So thank you very much for watching. That was my reaction to Alip Ba Ta's fingerstyle arrangement and performance of the Kansas song Dust in the Wind. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by liking the video and sharing it, and please comment below and let me know who or what I should react to next. Thanks very much, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it was just too simple for him, and he just put so much emotion to it. So it works so well. He's such an amazing guitar player. It's just incredible what he can do with that guitar. It's magic for him, and it's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure did. If you did, like the video, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.
Ya, setelah tadi cover Mas Alip Ba Ta dari Kansas yang berjudul Dust in the Wind dengan versi Fingerstyle yang direaksi oleh dua musisi luar negeri. Dan tanggapan dari mereka adalah benar-benar permainan Fingerstyle Mas Alip Ba Ta ini begitu murni. Super keren, sangat fantastis, dan menakjubkan. Oke, cukup sekian dulu video kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya. Tetap semangat, selalu bersyukur, dan jangan lupa bahagia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.